Okay, so welcome all to our paper discussion. So this is the first day of our grade 11 paper discussion. So I provide, I send the paper through your WhatsApp group. So I believe you all came with your uh, own answers. Whether it is wrong or correct, no issue. We will discuss one by one with the theory part. So not only the answers, we will go through all the theory parts regarding that question. So you can memorize and you can clear your doubts and you can answer. You can send your questions through chat box. I will clear all the questions and I will explain what are the things you are asking. Okay, now we will move on to our today paper. So this is our paper. Wait, I think you can see my screen. Am I correct? If you can see my screen, please put a message. Right. Okay. Uh, can you see my screen, please? Someone respond. Yeah, good. Thank you. Okay, so this is our paper. I think this is paper number 1. So I gave 20 MCQ questions. So question number 1 to 20, there is so many questions. So uh, 20 MCQs. Then I provide you 2 SCQ questions. So what are the SCQ questions? Uh, Here there are SCQ questions. Okay, then we can move on to first questions of MCQ. Okay, first we discuss all the MCQs, then we will take an interval. Don't worry, I will give you an interval. Then after that we will move on to the other SCQ questions. Okay, right. Now question number 1, have you got the answers? Okay, right. Yes, okay, right. So okay, now I will go with one by one explanation part, which is there, right? Okay, so this is my paper. Okay, here make with the explanations. So okay, so first is, which of the following is the most common chemical element in our uh, organisms by mass? First, I would like to introduce the 4 molecules which are very important in our human beings. So what are that 4 molecules? Not depending on mass or not depending on uh, other things. I may really, if we are take as a number of the element, they are the most abundant elements. Okay, not by the mass, the number of elements, they are the most abundant elements, chemical elements in our body. What are that 4 elements? You can remember this as a tune. There's a small tune එකක් ගියපුවම නේද? So tune. So CHON. So C is carbon, H is hydrogen. Okay, so this is oxygen, this is nitrogen. Okay, so now this is the most abundant for important elements in our human beings or all the organisms, but they are asking about the by mass. So by mass, carbon is not the most abundant one. Which is most abundant? What you are got to answer, right? Yes, very good. Fatima Sahala, good, correct your answer. Then what about others? You can put your answer into chat box. I will review all the answers, so don't worry. Right? Yes, good. The oxygen is the most abundant organism, okay, element by the mass in organisms. Okay, so how we can memorize? In our textbooks, there is a chart. This is the chart in our textbook. They are provide us to remember all the elements, most abundant element, oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen. These four are most abundant, no? So others also present. So most abundant one, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. But the most abundant one is depending on the mass is oxygen. So you can see here, this is the oxygen. So 65 percentage they have oxygen in our body. So first questions you have to get the answer two. Okay, right. If you get the correct answer, please raise your hand. I can see how many of you got correct answers. Yes, yes, most of you get correct answers. So if your answer is wrong, you can correct and refer this uh, chart in your textbook. So this is in your first unit in grade 10. So please go through this chart and memorize. Try to memorize. Oxygen is the most abundant depending on the mass. So most of our body have water. So okay, most of our body, if I take a human, this is a human, this is not a me, huh? This is a human. Okay, this human have most of the weight by the water, H2O. So what is the most massful and most abundant elements, the hydrogen and the oxygen? No, there is hydrogen and oxygen. So by the mass, hydrogen is very less mass. So the mass of the oxygen is 16 molecular mass, hydrogen is 1. So depending on the molecular mass, oxygen is the highest molecular mass. So the most abundant organ element depending on the mass, so that is high oxygen due to high amount of water in our organism. So you can memorize like that also. So no worry. Or however, if you get the answer, it is correct. Okay. Now move on to the second question. So what is the answers? I need your answers. Right. Okay. The non-flowering plant that produce spores. The reproductive units of the plant can be flower. Some plant produce flower. Then after that, they produce seeds. Some of them are not produce the flower, but they can produce seeds. Some of them are not produce flower also. They are not produce the seeds. They are producing another type of reproduction uh, methods. Okay, so right. Okay, different answers, so don't worry, I will explain here. So go through, first we will go through the theoretic part. So this is the theory part in our textbook. If you want, you can write down your in your notebook or when in your explanations. So plants we can divide it into two category, lamai. So first one is the non-flowering plant, that means the no flowers, that means they are not produce the flowers. Then other one is the flowering plants. Okay, these are the flowering plants. So with flowers. So without flower and with flower. So two category. Okay, that is easy now. So no flower category. That means the non-flowering plants. They have two another subcategories. That is seedless. That means no seeds. No seeds. Then they have seeds. Okay. Okay. No seeds and have seeds. Okay, right. Now what are the plants? They have no flower, no seed. That means no flower, no flower, no seeds. Okay, what are that examples? They are given here: Selaginella, Salvia, those things, no flower and no seeds. Also another one we will get go through that later. Then we will see what are the seeded plant. That means they have plant seeds but no flower. So no flower, but they have seeds. So what are that? They are cycas and pinus. So the cycas and pinus, they have seeds, but they don't have a plant. They don't have, what is that? They don't have flower. Okay, right. Now we will go through these images. So first image, this one is, so this is the image of cycas. Okay, so cycas, they have a plant name. They don't have flower, no flower, but you can see here their seeds. Okay, so this is the cycas. Okay, this is the cycas. I think you can see. Oh, oh my God. So this is the cycas, number one image. That is cycas. So number one, sorry, number one, this is cycas. Okay, cycas. So you can see there is seeds. These are the seeds. Okay, right. Now, how many of you went Hantana? How many of you went Hantana hiking? Please raise your hand. No one there, ne? Ah, one. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so first may university trip. So if you have went may university, the first batch trip is uh, going to Hantana. So most of the university, they are going the first batch trip to Hantana. That is very enjoyable, very adventure trip. Okay, so you can get so many experiences. So when you go Hantana, there is so many pinus trees, and you can find out the pinus seeds. Okay, so most famous capture picture this we can Hantana gun famous picture so many people they get a pinus seeds and take an image with them or image with the environment. So that is the main significant picture of the Hantana. So Hantana, there is a pinus tree area. So very beautiful. If you enter to the university, you can go to the Hantana and enjoy that moment. Okay, with your alone, or you can enjoy with your partner also, because most of the people committed when they are go Hantana hiking. So you can get that experience also. Okay, right. So if you want to commit it, so you can definitely you have to go to university. Yeah? So that's I try to go university, right? Okay. So this is number two. Uh, Number two, pinus. This is the seeds of pinus, right? So don't have flower, but they have seeds. Okay. Now this is the fourth question, fourth image I take. This is the one we tell mimosa. Okay, mimosa. So this is mimosa, nidikumba. Okay, mimosa. They have flower. Okay, you can see they have flower. That means they are with flowers. Okay, me flower and they have a seeds. Okay, seeds, mimosa. Okay, so that is not for the answer. So 1, 2, 4. They are not for not the answer. This is the third one, which is that. This is Drinaria. So Drinaria, they don't have seeds and don't have no seeds and no flower. But they are producing as their reproductive unit spores. Okay, so this is the Drinaria. So they are the answers. So Drinaria, they are producing small spores as their reproductive units. Okay, under the leaves also they produce some spores. Okay, right. Okay, so spores they then develop like uh, reproductive unit. Okay, right. So I think you get the correct answer. So how many of you get correct answer as dry area? Can you Raise your hand. Yes, good, good. Okay, right. Okay, okay, very good. Now we move on to the third questions. If you want, you can take images or screenshot of this. Finally, I think I can share this PDF with you. So if you write down, that is better, because this is my handwriting. No, they are not clear and they are not organized in manner. So you can get proper note with your handwriting. That is the very effective one for you. Okay, now question number 3. What is the standard unit for measuring power? What is the answer? Power. What is the measuring power? Yes. Yes. Okay, good. Some of them are telling as a joule. Joule is a not a measuring by power. It is used to measure the energy. Okay, energy measured by the power. Volt. Volt mean we measure the difference of, we are using it in electricity. So ampere also in electricity. So joule is energy. So what is the one power? So I will give brief explanation here. So what they are telling as power, the amount of work done in unit time or the rate of doing work is known as power. That means if you are doing a work within a unit time, so you have to work done, that is measured by the joule, then time is spent by that work, so it is by second, so finally it will give joule per second. So joule per second we call as a watt, not the volt, that call as watt. What mean? W. Okay, that is W. Okay, so 1 joule per second, that is defined as a watt. So what is the measure we are using for power measuring? Okay, watt. Okay, right. If you want, you can write down these things. So power is, what is the definition of power? The amount of work done in the unit time or the rate of doing work is known as power. Okay, so power is equal work done within that time period divided by the time. Okay, so work done, how much work done divided by the time. Okay, so joule, we are work, measure the work and or the energy, so by joule, then it is per second. Okay, right. Now correct answer is watt. Okay, watt, watt, not the volt. Okay, right, right. How many of you get correct answers? Okay, okay, good, good, very good. Okay, so be alert, don't sleep. Right, right. Now, which of the following oxides form an acidic solution with the water? So we should know some important, some very important oxides in our third period. If you are get the periodic table, so how can we draw the periodic table? Okay, I'll draw a small one. 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 3, ne, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Killing it blood, killing it bear. So that is my weakness. Don't worry. Right. This 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I have to draw another one period here. Okay. Right. This is hydrogen, helium. So these are the period number 1. Period 1. Then lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, and neon. So this is period 2. So this is the third period. Sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, and argon. So then potassium and calcium. So these are the uh, important element you should know in your age or level limit. Okay, so third period, which are the elements? We have sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, and argon. So argon is the noble gas, no? So we not consider about noble gases. So you should know about the what is the oxide of sodium, what is the oxide of magnesium, what is the oxide of aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, and sulfur and chlorine. So those elements, they are produced in the oxide, and you should memorize that oxide and the nature of that oxide. I will give a small trick for you. So first one, you should know what are the metals. So in the first group, these are the group no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the group now. So in this group, as I divided by the group, first two, they are forming first two metal first two, and it can take a aluminium also. Then l- left side, so left and right side now. So left side elements, they have a metallic nature. Then in the right side, they are non-metallic nature. Yesterday also we discussed this thing with the grade 10 students also. So metal, they have a what nature? They have a basic nature. That means they form bases. Okay. They are non-metallic. They have acidic natures. Okay. So metal, they have a basic nature, and the acid, they have what is non-metal, they have acidic nature. So if you found out the what is the oxide produced by the non-metal, that is the one produce acidic solution with the water. So first sodium is the metal one, so that is not one acidic, so that is basic. Okay, base, that's the base. So magnesium oxide, that is also metal, so that is a base. Okay, so SO2, that is the one non-metal. So sulfur it is in the non-metal region. So that is the acidic. Okay. So now we can get the correct answer. Aluminium, they are not the acid. They have acidic and basic both nature, both acidic plus both acidic and basic. So that is special one aluminium. So pure acidic one is the SO2. So you should take the answer as answer 3. So correct answer 3. Okay, right. Then we should know something regarding this. Already I put here, no? So what is the oxides they are producing? Sodium in A2O. Why? The valencies of the oxygen is 2, sodium is 1. So we have to change this when we are writing the formula. So Na2O. So like this we can get magnesium oxide MgO, aluminium Al2O3, then SiO2, then P2O5, then SO2, then Cl2O7, like this. This is the noble gas, no? So we will not take as a oxide. So here we should know what are their nature and what are their oxides. Okay, so this is in our textbook. They are providing acidic and basic, and amphoteric nature. That is the amphoteric nature is aluminium. That means they have both acidic plus basic nature. Okay, so sodium you can see here, magnesium you can see here, oxide, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur. Okay, sulfur they can mention here SO3, so you can take this as a SO2 or SO3, both they can produce. So in your syllabus they are mentioned as a SO3, then Cl2O7. So you can see these two basic nature, then they have acidic nature. So SO3 acidic, SO2 also acidic. Okay, so both SO2, SO3, and SO2. Okay, right. So correct answer, which one? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Second period also they are dividing as a metal and non-metal. So I took the third one, no. Okay, right. I took the third group. So right. Okay. So don't worry about that. Okay. Right. We will discuss another day. What are the important oxides in second group? Okay. That is not very important one, because we are most of the time we are take the elements in the third period to compare this nature. Okay. So who got the correct answer? So correct answer 3. Yes. Very good. Very good. If your answers are wrong, don't worry. You can correct your answers and you can take these notes with you. Then in next class, I will give similar questions, some questions with small changes. So you can practice and you can score, as well as uh, you can improve your marks. Okay, now there are living cells without nucleus. What is they are telling here? Uh, they are telling so many names. Trachids, then Soyuz tube element, then parenchymal and collenchymal. So what is these things? They're very bad names, no? Harian name, yeah. Right. So they are the simple permanent tissue. You should know some uh, permanent tissue in our plant. So these are the plant cells. Okay. So permanent tissues, they have two category. Number one is simple permanent tissue. Other one is the complex permanent tissue. So we can divide it permanent tissue in our plant. Permanent tissue divided into two category. Number one is the simple one, simple permanent, then complex permanent. Okay. So if you take simple, they have three type. What is that? I will mention below. So complex, there are two types, xylem and phloem. So simple, collenchymal, parenchymal, and the another one they are mentioned here, sclerenchymal. Okay. So collenchymal and parenchymal. I put some notes regarding these parenchymal tissues and the collenchymal tissues. So parenchymal tissues, they have uh, tissues consist in living cells. They have living cells. So nucleus is present. Okay, nucleus is present in collenchymal tissues. They are asking about non-nucleus, no, living cell without nucleus. So parenchyma is not the answer. So collenchyma, they also the living tissues. So they are the living cells. Then they have cells, cytoplasm, nucleus. They also have cells with nucleus. So collenchyma also the living cells. They have a nucleus. So this parenchyma not be the answer. Collenchyma also not be the answer. So what should be the answers? Can you tell me your answers? Yes, very good. Right. What about others? Okay. Only few they are chatting with me, no. Others sleeping. Okay. Are you there? This is the very good time to sleep also and good time to study. Yeah. The most of the people who score in the highest marks in their O-level examination and the A-level also, they are used to study in early morning, because there is noise-free environment. You can feel so many, the noise-free environment. You have no disturbances. Your brain also fresh. You got proper sleep and you woke up, and now you are in very fresh energy. Okay, so some of they are telling trachids and some of telling as a cyber tube elements. Both answers I got. So we will go through that also. So phloem tissue, if you are take a phloem tissue, they have a cyval, sieve, uh, sieves may tube elements. Okay, sieve tube elements. If you take, they have a tube. They are like a tube. Okay, can you see a nucleus here? No, they have no nucleus. Okay, so this is the one, they have no nucleus, but it is living. Okay, so if you go through the xylem tissues, we can find out this trachoids. Okay, so these trachoids, they have nucleus. You can see these are the very fiber like, but they may have small nucleus. So best answer is for these questions. So I take as answer saver tube elements. Okay. So answer two. Right. Now we move on to the these are the all images and all the notes getting from your textbooks. Also, you can go through your textbooks. You can find out these pictures and you can find out these theory parts. Now, sixth question, question number six. The plank move with the opposite direction. The plank move the opposite direction of the bird as it flew over the small plank on the water. So, um, I will draw here. This is water, right? This is water, right? Don't worry, I can draw very beautiful images. Okay, I I didn't art in O level examination. Okay, so I got art, right? This is the may plank. Okay, right. So I am going to draw a beautiful bird. Okay, this is the bird. Okay, this is bird. Very beautiful, no? So me bird කියලා ලියන්න නැත්නම් මදුරුවෙක් වගේ පෙනේ. Okay. Okay. This is the bird. So me okay. So you can't draw like this me because you can't draw me like this beautiful images. I have this me talent only. මට විතරයි මේ හැකියාව තියෙන මෙච්චර ලස්සනට හඳින්න. Right? Okay. මේ so me bird. So if this bird fly away this direction, if the bird fly this direction, so the plank will move on to other direction. Why is that? They are telling that scenario. So if the plank move opposite direction, bird has flew over the small plank. What is the thing? The Newton, the man who is invented these things under the name. Okay, right. I got correct answers. Okay, so the person who found this old theory regarding their laws, he introduced three laws. So which is the most uh, suitable law to describe this scenario? So the plank, this move opposite direction, the bird is fly over the uh, other direction. So if it is take this is action, so this is a reaction. So every actions they have a reactions with the same magnitude but different in directions. Okay, different direction. That means the opposite directions. Okay, so that is defined by explained by the Newton third law. So question number six, correct answer number one. I put Newton law here, Newton first law. So until unbalanced force is applied on it, body's rest remaining stationary, body's motion continue move uniform velocity. Again, very simple one. Don't take it as a stress. So if you are take a කවුරු හරි ඉන්නවා නම් rest එකේ හරි this is my I am, so I can be rest until someone put a unbalanced force. Okay, until put the unbalanced force I can be the in rest. Okay, so I am stationary here. So if I moving I am moving with the uniform velocity. Okay, uniform velocity, I can move uniform velocity until someone give the unbalanced force that they are telling as a first law. Okay, okay. Then second law. Second law, they are describing connection between the force, then a acceleration, then the mass m, mass. Okay, okay, simple m. Okay, so they are make a connection between this F equal ma. This is the important formula we uh, take for calculations in Newton's second law. Okay, so this is the describing things under the second law. So what is the third law? They are telling every actions, they are equal and opposite reaction. So this is the one we see here. So every actions, they have a equal and opposite reaction. So this is the third law. So the correct answers for question number 6, the number answer 1. Okay, third law. Right. Now we move on to the who got correct answers for that. Please raise your hands. Yes, very good. 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 Right. Now we move on to the uh, seventh questions. So electronic configurations, they are telling element electronic configuration 2, 8, and 7. So before move on to this electronic configuration, I draw a small element atom. So the center part is the nucleus. Okay, then we have energy level, we can name the as a KLMN. Okay, so how many electron can they uh, fulfill in first energy level or the KL energy level? How many electrons? 2 electrons. So in the L maximum they can uh, stay with them 8. Then M they can have a 8. Then N they can have 2. Okay. Then yes, very good. 2, 8, 8, 2. So now they are telling as a 2, 8, and 7. So 2, 8, 7. So this is the K energy level, L and M energy level. So these are the energy level. So how many energy level here? 3 energy level. 3 energy levels fulfill with electrons. Okay, එහෙම නැත්නම් filled with electrons. 3 energy levels filled with electrons. Okay, electrons. So number of energy levels filled with electrons equal to what is? I am telling here may the period which element belong decided by the number of energy level. Okay, so you can try to know number of energy level filled with electrons equal to their period. Okay, where they are positioned in the periodic table. So this is equal to period. So here the energy level 3 energy level filled with electrons. So period should be here. Period should be third. Okay, third period. Okay. Now we should know the what is the group. So the group is differ determined by the last energy level, how many electrons they have. So last energy level, they are telling here the group. This is the note I put here. So the group which element belong decided by the number of the electron in the outermost energy level. So how many electrons in their outermost? 7. The last energy level or outermost energy level. This is the outermost energy level. How many electrons? They have 7. So 7 electrons. So their periods name group. Their group is 7. Okay. 7 means we are take a Roman numbers. So this is 7. Okay. So you can easily get the question answer. So number of the energy level is equal to the period, and number of electrons in outermost energy level equal to group. Okay, so this is the main important two part. So you can take this as a note, and you can take this as a note. Okay, so now we move on to the answer. So 3 and 7. So answer 3. Okay, how many of you got correct answers? Right. Yes, very good, very good. So many of you got correct answer. So sixth questions we get the answer 1, Newton's third law. Okay, some of you asking about that, no? Okay, right. Now I think we complete this. If you want, you can take this as a note. Oh, very good, right. Now the structure that produce human sperms, we already discussed the reproductive human reproductions under the seminar series. So I think uh, we already discussed these things very clearly. So what is the answers? Can you send me your answers? Okay. Okay, very good. 3, 4. No, 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 wrong. So, okay. So, answer is the seminiferous tubules. Okay, I will show here. So, vast difference. Epididymis, prostate gland. So, prostate gland is the extra gland that is not the produce. Prostate gland not produce sperm. Not produce sperm. They are produce some fluid. Okay, they are produce some fluid. Fluid that is important to survival of the sperms. Okay, so prostate gland, that is not a sperm producing gland. The sperm is producing in the testes. Testes, they have a special area we call as a seminiferous tubule. So prostate gland, they produce some fluid. The with the mix with this sperm plus glandular fluids or glandular secretions, we can see tell as a semen. Okay, a sperm plus this glandular secretions we tell as a semen, but the sperm is produced in the testes. So epididymis, what is the functions of epididymis? They are store the sperms, stores the sperms. Okay, so what is the functions of vas difference? They are transport the sperms. Okay, transport the sperm. So who is produce the sperm? Seminiferous tubules, they are produce the sperm. Okay, produce the sperm. Okay, now you can get the correct answers. So I will show here. Yes, this is the image. So this is the cross section of uh, our testis. Okay, if you take a cut in the longitudinal line, if you see the testis, you can see this is the vas difference for transporting. So where they are produced? The sperms are producing inside this seminiferous tubule. So these are the seminiferous tubule. They are producing sperms. Then the sperms will go here and they are stored in the epididymis for the short period. So epididymis, they are stored here. Okay, then vas difference transport. Okay, right. So this is the place production of sperm. Okay, right. So I think you got correct answer. So answer should be fourth one. So how many of you got correct answers? Please raise your hand. Yes, yes, very good, very good. So how many of you got correct answers? If you have doubt, you can go through the YouTube. So you can search YouTube channel Science with Dr. Sir, and you can find our YouTube channel. In our YouTube channel, I uploaded our seminar video for human reproductions. Okay, two seminar videos you can freely you can see, and there is a link for tute also. So go through that YouTube video. You can get the tute also. In the descriptions, I put the tute. Okay, so you can take a tute and you can see these videos, and you can clarify all the theory thing regarding the human reproductions. Okay, now we move on to the what ninth questions. So I will go a little bit faster because time consumptions we have to uh, complete. Okay, uh, what is the correct answer for equivalent resistance? Okay, equivalent resistance, how we can calculate. So okay, the resistance, we have two type of these are the main resistors. No, we are fixing resistors with the two type. What is that two type? Two different types. One is serial pattern. Other one is the parallel pattern. So what are the serial? Serial is one after one after one. That is serial. If you take a parallel, the one is parallel to another one. Okay, so this is the parallel one. Okay, we'll go through a little bit theory part, then we will come to the discussion. Okay, so series combinations of resistors, that the serial method, that means they are one after one. So they are mentioned R1, R2, R3 here. So series method, how we can the equivalent, okay, equivalent resistance, how we can take R1, R2, R3. Simple. The serial method, easily you can take a sum R1, R2, R3. So that will be the equivalent resistance. But the parallel method, that is the little bit confusing one. In the parallel, one parallel to another, another parallel to another. So R1, R2, R3, we have to take 1 divided R plus 1, R1 plus R2 plus R3, 1 divided. So we have to take this as a equivalent resistance. Okay, so equivalent resistance by calculating 1 divided R1 plus 1 divided R2 plus 1 divided R3. So this is the pattern how we take the equivalent resistance in the parallel method, and the serial method we can take easily calculate. So this is the theory part you should know in this uh, lessons. Now we move on to the these questions. Okay, if you want, you can refer your textbook also. So I will draw this, and I will draw a little bit easy manner. So this is the 2 ohms. Then we have 6 ohms, 3 ne 6 ohms, then another 6 ohms, then another 6. Yeah, it's like this is hiding me. Okay, right. So another 2 ohms. Then if you take, we have another parallel 6 ohms here, right? So first we should take part by part. So first I take this part. So what is the equivalent one for this part? So R, combine R, or equivalent resistance of this part. I will take, this is the parallel one, neither 1, 2, 3, parallel 3. So how can I calculate? So parallel this one, R1, R. So 1, 6 plus 1, 6 plus 1, 6. So how much? 1, 6, 3. Neither. So 1 divided R. So I can take R, take them up and down, then I can take 2 ohms. Okay, so here altogether this O3 producing how many equivalent? 2 ohms. Okay, so I can separately draw this picture. I can erase this all. Now I can erase this all. I can put a 2. Why I confusing more? Why? This is the equivalent of these all together. This all together, all this part equal to 2. That's why I erase those things. Then I put a 2. Now these three. Now these three is parallel. Parallel, not serial. So we can easily take the sum. So 2 plus 2. So here R is equivalent 2 plus 2 plus 2. So here 6 ohms. Okay. So finally these all together serial pattern, they have 6 ohms. So I will erase all these 3. I will put 1 6. That is enough, no? So easily we can go. Now I put 6 ohms. So now you can see final equivalent should be 6 6 parallel. So 1 divided R plus 1 6 plus 1 6. So how much? I can take 1 divided R. So 2 6. So R equal to 6 divided 2. So 3 ohm. So final answer is 3. So I can put a 3 as a equivalent. So answer should be 1. So who got the correct answers? Please raise your hands if you get the answer 1. Right. Very good. 2, 3 people they got. Okay. Others you can do like this and you can find out correct answers. Are you clear? Other students, if you got wrong answers or if your answer is not correct, do you get the correct explanations? You got the idea? Yes. Okay. Very good. Okay. Now we move on to the next part. So I will, if you want, I will draw and I can explain one more chance. So if you want, yeah, you got know that. Okay, Lakisha. Okay, right. Very good. Then we move on to the next part. So question number 9. So practice these things. So don't confuse with the all together. So you can easily I will explain this thing. Okay. If you are they are originally they are given like this, no. Okay. So this image is very complex one, no. So you can take part by part. This is 6 6 6. So you can find the equivalent of this part. Then you can remove that and put the equivalent one. Finally ඔයාලා ඒ තියෙන එක අයින් කරලා ඔය equivalent විදිහට ඔයා හොයාගත්ත එක විතරක් දාගන්න. Okay. So ඒක දාගත්තා. Then finally found out these three. එහෙම තියෙන set වල වෙන වෙනම හොයලා finally ඒ තියෙන ඔක්කොම දාගත්තාම you can take a small simple diagram, so with the equivalent forces, equivalent resistance. Okay, so finally මේකයි අරගෙන, so you can find out the equivalent resistance. So it will be 3. Okay, now move on to the 10th questions. So what is the only choice of element that get Nobel gas electronic configurations by removing electrons? Nobel gas configurations. What are the Nobel gas configuration? Do you know? What are the Nobel gases you know? You know helium as a Nobel gas and neon as a Nobel gas and argon. So what is the atomic number of helium? Atomic number of helium 2. This is the atomic number. Okay. Atomic number 2 here, number 10 and number 18. So what is the electronic configuration? Here 2, here 2 and 8, here 2, 8 and 8. So if someone try to get these electronic configurations, this and these configurations, so they need to remove electron or they need to get the electron. What they are asking here, by removing these electrons. Okay, now one by one we will see how these elements try to get this electronic configuration. Hydrogen is one atomic number one, that means electronic configuration one. Then oxygen, how is the atomic number? If you have a doubt, you can calculate. One, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, eight. Okay, eight. So eight means they have their electronic configuration one here, electronic configuration two, six. So they need to take two more to achieve this electronic configuration. So hydrogen, they should take one more electron to take this. They are asking removing by electrons. So those things not compatible for this, no. So they hydrogen and oxygen, they should get the electron to uh, equal to the noble gases. So these hydrogen oxygens are not suitable, but because they need one electron, they need two electron. Neither. So that is not suitable. So I will go for the second answer. So second, what they are telling, I'm not nitrogen can evaluate ne, not no need ne. So sodium. Sodium, what is the electronic configuration? Atomic number 11. So what is the one? 2, 8, and 1. So if these remove this electron, they can get this electronic configuration as a neon electronic configuration. So sodium can remove one electron and get the electronic configurations of neon. Neon is a noble gas, no? Okay, that is good. Magnesium, 12 atomic number. So 2, 8, and 2. So they can remove this 2 electron and get the uh, electronic configurations of neon or noble gases. Okay, magnesium also good. Then potassium, they have 19. Then 2, 8, 8, and 1. They can remove this extra one electron and take a noble gas electronic configurations of argon. Okay, so sodium, magnesium, potassium are the electronic configurations they are getting by removing electrons. So this is the correct answers. So one by one you can see. Okay, who got the correct answers? Who are the sleeping people now? Okay. Uh, maybe early morning, I think there is a no noise in your home, so you can turn on your mic also. Huh? We can chat, and if you have a sleep in, we can chat and we can discuss very plainly. No, so take it easy. Don't stress out. Take it easy. So be fresh and be motivated and go school and study and come back home and do your self studies. Okay, right. Okay, if you want, I can do daily these paper discussions, but you have another work also, no, you have to improve your another subjects, no. So that's why I put a one day per week. Okay, from next week I will try to do two days, because some people they couldn't join early morning, so I will arrange another classes for them in the evening class. Okay, okay, I will tell them later. Okay, now okay, are you there? Right, okay, all the people are alert, no, right, okay. So I put a small periodic table. If you want to take atomic number 1, 2, another 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, another 11, 12, 13, 14, like that. You can take the atomic number. For that purpose, I put here small periodic table. No use. We got the answers now. So, which of the following vitamin is deficient in cell division? Who got the correct answers? What are your answers? I need your answers. Yes. Here the problem, the correct answer is not there. So I have to give all. Why? The vitamin E is important to cell divisions. Okay. So I will take this as a note here, captured from your textbook. So vitamin E, so if they are deficient, So weakness in cell division. So cell division will be weakness due to what? Due to what? Vitamin E deficiency. So the answer should be vitamin E, but there is a no answer, correct answer. So I will give all for you. Okay, right. Now we move on. So go through this table. This is in your textbook. So you can find out the correct answers. Okay, right. Now 12th questions. Question number 12. So before that, it is better to take interval. No. Okay. Now the time is 5:04. uh, go I will give 10 minutes interval. Don't take more than 10 minutes, so you can come by 5:15. Okay, 5:15 we will start our discussion from question number 12 to up question number 20. Then we go for the uh, SCQ questions. Okay, now you can go and take a uh, small break and come after the break. Okay, take your cup of tea, and if you have lunch with you, may lunch name breakfast. Okay, if you have breakfast ready with you, you can take your breakfast within 10 minutes and come back. Okay. Okay, hello students, are you there? Are you back? Okay. Please raise your hand if you come back. Please raise your hand. Did you get your cup of tea? Or did you get your breakfast? Yes, yes, very good, very good. You got back now. Right. Okay, now we will move on to next part of our discussion. So interval finished. Right. Now the thing is, you should know basic things to answer the questions. So for that purpose, I have given some explanations with your answers. Not only the answers we are discussing about regarding all the theories, surrounding theories, neither all the things we are discuss. So we have to improve our knowledge by step. So I believe you all can get higher marks by these type of discussions. You can improve your knowledge and you can clarify your doubts and you can improve more and more. So this is first day. So as I plan, uh, 1 day per week or 2 day per week for your batch because you have exam in January or February, no? So you have another 3 months more, no? So this 3 month I will give my maximum support to you to pass out this exam, and I need your support also. You have to tell about these classes to your friends, and you can inform them, and you can ask them to join this class. For they can get the papers also, then we can discuss with them also. Now the thing is, you have to get other papers by speed post, because I already arranged your next 3 set of papers for this month, 3 or 4 set for this month. So I will send that papers to your home by speed post. So for that, you have to register and take an index number for our class. Then our management team, they will give you an index number and all the things. Then you can send the questions and answers by WhatsApp, and then we will correct your papers as well as from next week onward. So don't worry about your marks, and uh, we need your improvement only. If you are start with the 1 marks, that's enough. Okay, if you are start with the 0 marks, that's enough, no issue. Okay, you can improve up to 100. Okay, don't worry, believe, trust me, I will help you. So I am the one who did all the things in my O-level examination and A-level. I performed well. Then I came to medical school and I training as a medical student. Then I'm training as a junior uh, doctor, and so I am practicing. So I am as a next step of my medical student life. So I am practicing medicine in hospitals. So I'm getting training more and more. Then I have been uh, I have all the knowledge and I have experience in previous all the barrier exam. So definitely I can help you. So don't worry about this. So we move on to
Want to
next
next.
next part of our uh, discussion. Okay, now this is the questions we have to discuss. So question number 12. So one of you asked about the answer for question number 10. So question number 10, answer 2. Answer 2. Right. Now we move on to the question number 12. So in the figure, there is a 3 Newton applied the wooden block placed on the rough table. The What is the static friction that would be generated if back wooden block didn't move? Wooden block is didn't move when they apply the 3 Newton. So they asking about how the static friction. So what are the type of friction you know? There are basically three type of frictions. Three type of frictions. So what are the three type of frictions? Number one, static. Okay, I will write down number one, static friction, friction. Then number two, limiting friction. Then number three, dynamic friction. Okay, so these are the main three type of the friction. We discussed the all the things in our uh, under the friction unit. So static friction, that is the friction act on the object when the object is not moving. So when object not moving, then object not move, they have static friction. So limiting friction, when they have when object start to move, start to move. They when they have slight movement, they have a limiting friction. That is the maximum friction the object and in between the object and the surface can generate. So maximum friction, that called as a limiting friction also. That is the maximum friction. Okay. Then dynamic friction, that is the when object friction when object moving, continuous moving, they have dynamic friction. So three type of the friction. Now you know the static friction is when the object is not moving. So limiting friction when the object start to move, that is the maximum friction. Then dynamic friction when object is moving, they have the dynamic friction. So I will little bit go beyond your level. So don't stress out. I will show small graph. If you are see that graph, you can easily memorize these three. You can take a different of these three. So this is the graph. This is the frictional force. I will erase unwanted thing. Okay, don't worry. Okay, I will erase these things. Okay, don't worry. These letters are stress. Array, right. So now we only consider about here static friction. Okay, static friction when the object have zero force. Okay, static friction object have, this is the frictional force. Frictional force. Okay, this is the one force we apply. Force we apply. Okay, so when it is a straight line, no? So if I take this line, straight line, no? So the until static friction, until object move, they have static friction. Okay, so when you are apply some forces, that force, all forces go to control the static friction. So at the rest they have static friction. If you are take 10 newton, that all 10 newton act as a static friction. Okay, if you are give 20 Newton, the all 20 Newton act as a frictional force. Okay, that means whatever the force you apply in the static stage or the rest stage, that is act as a static force. Okay, static friction. Then what is the maximum one? Maximum here we can call this is the limiting friction. So, okay, limiting friction is the maximum static friction. Maximum static friction. So, if you are give 30 Newton, the limiting friction should can be 30 Newton. So, here the limiting friction, you can observe here, you can observe slight movement. Okay, you can observe ස්ලයිඩ් මූමන්ට් මයිල්ඩ් මූමන්ට් චුට්ටක් හෙලවෙන ඔබ්ජෙක්ට් එක ඒක තමයි එහෙනම් limiting friction the maximum friction නේද so observe කරන්න පුළුවන් මෙතන so the moving එහෙම නැත්නම් slide motion okay slide motion එකක් බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් so that time The friction is limiting friction. ඊට පස්සේ after that object try to move. So move වෙනකොට after that object try to move, when they start moving they have dynamic friction. So this line that means the blue color line indicate the dynamic friction. So dynamic friction, that is friction that is definitely less than the limiting friction. Remember, limiting friction is the maximum, but the dynamic friction less than that. So okay, so dynamic friction less than that. Okay, I will discuss these things in next classes also. I will go little bit deeper. So don't worry. I went a little bit deeper theories. So don't worry. If you know these things enough, whenever the object in the race, whatever the forces you are given, all forces act as a static friction. Okay. So here you are applying 3 Newton. 3 Newton. So here you are applying 3 Newton. So what is the friction? Static friction. Object in the not moving. Wooden block didn't move. That means the object in the rest. That means 3 Newton static friction. So answer 1. Who got correct answers? Yes, very good. Good. Yeah, very good, Lamai. Okay. So very happy about you. You are performing well. Definitely one day you can um, be such a great person because you are very active and you sacrifice so many things. I think most of you sacrifice your sleep. So other people sleep until 6 or 7. Neither. You are woke up around 4 and you came to the class. So that is your sacrification. So one day definitely you will win. Don't worry. Okay. So friction, I just put a object. So when there is a motion, the friction is opposite to that. Okay. So friction, direction of the friction is opposite to the motion. So if there is a motion to the right side, friction is act on the left side. Okay. So I just put that to your knowledge. Now we move on to the following equations show how form an ion from the neutral atom element M. එහෙනම් element M කියලා එකක් දීලා තියෙනවා. So this is the M. It formed the M2 plus by removing 2 electrons. By removing 2 electrons. So they are asking what the change of M atom take place when the M2 plus ion form. You can see here what is happened. What happened? Remove. They are removed 2 electrons. That means their number of electrons will be reduced by 2. Okay, that is. So no neutrons, number of neutrons, no, not changes in the number of neutrons. Why? We are not remove the neutrons. We are not remove the proton. So number of proton is not changes. So number of electrons that is changed. So answer 3. Okay, you can observe here when there is a chemical reactions happen, whatever things happen, they are removing electrons or they gain the electrons. So only the changes happen in the electrons. The protons and the neutrons are not changes. So you can memorize like this, where the proton and neutrons are present, where the protons and neutrons are present. So if you are take this as a atom, so center they have a nucleus. Okay, in the center they have a nucleus. So nucleus they have proton and what is that? Neutron. So in the center they have proton and plus neutron. So that is the nucleus. So electrons are present outside. So only changes happen in electrons. All sorry, not only the all energy level, all electron changes happen in the outermost energy levels. Okay, electron changes also happen in the outermost energy level. What is the name we can call to outermost energy level? Give me one name for outermost energy level. so these මේ energy level එකේ තියෙන electrons වලට කියන්න පුළුවන් තව නමක්. So valence electrons නේද? valence electrons, they are the outermost electrons. Okay, they are changes happen only in the valence electron when there is a reaction happening. Okay, so only the changes in electrons, not in the proton and neutron. So answer 3. Right. Now we move on to here. Following equation show how to form iron neutral atom M chemical. Previous descriptions. So they are telling here M forming M2 plus ion and remove 2 electrons. Okay, this is M2 plus and remove 2 electrons. So whatever the thing they are asking, the what is the compound form M and M plus chlorine. Cl2 they are given Cl2. So okay, M and chlorine. Now we should know the what is the valency of chlorine and the what is the valency of M. So M forming 2 plus ion. That means their valency 2. Chlorine, that is in the where they present in our periodic table. Chlorine, they present in where? They are present in last energy level. So, okay, energy level name. So sorry, it is present in where? They are present in group 7. Okay, I will draw here little bit smaller diagram to understand our periodic table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. So this is the periodic table. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, and sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon. Okay, that's enough. So how we can find out the valency? Valency is find out 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So valency of chlorine is 1. Okay, so valency of chlorine 1. Now we have to change the valency, then we can find out the chemical formula. So chemical formula should be M1Cl2. That means we no need to put 1. So it can be write as MCl2. So what is the formula here? M and compound formed by M and chlorine, MCl2. Did you get the correct answers? Who got correct answers? Please raise your hands. Yes, good, good. Right, right, very good. So now we move on to the next questions. So what is the not adaptation for cross pollination of flowers? What is this pollination concept? The pollination between that is the sexual uh, product activity in happen in our flowers, plants. So okay, plants they need to male plant and female plant get together cross and they need to produce their seeds. Okay, then some plants they have self pollination and cross pollination. There's a pollination two type: pollination, self, and cross. Okay, that is the self pollination. They are producing same flower. Same flower. They are cross with their male and female parts. Okay, same flower. Then cross mean they are that mean the self pollination mean they are sex with their own family, and they have some female and male in same flower. They are pollination with together. But the cross mean their pollination one male flower plant with another female flower plant in the different flowers. So that is the cross pollination. Okay, so we will go through our notes. Okay, so I got this note from your textbooks. So some flowers adapt to the avoid self-pollination. Okay, they avoid self-pollination and promote cross-pollination. Some those adaptations are mentioned below. So one is first one. What is the cross-pollination? What is the promote cross-pollination to adapt cross-pollination? Number one, have unisexual flower. That means they are trying to pollinate or the sex with male plant part with another female plant kind of flower part. Again, sometimes they are trying to cross with එකම ගහේ මල් දෙකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. One is the female flower, other one female flower. එක තැන් දෙකක තියෙන්නේ. Not in the same flower. Okay. Sometimes they might be happen in the different two plant. Again, එක ගහක එක මලයි අනිත් ගහක අනිත් මලයි. So that can be one male flower in one tree, female flower in another tree. Okay, that is the cross pollination theory. So for that, they have some adaptation. Number one, have unisexual flowers. The read with me the theory part I mentioned here. Bearing of the pistillate flower, pistillate flowers and staminate flowers separately. That means the female flower and the male flower separately. Then example, coconut and corn. I mentioned here the corn plant. You can see this is the male part. The අර ගහ උඩ තියෙන උඩම part එක, that is the male part. Okay, so male. Then the below part is the female part. So they have some gap මේ බලන්න ලොකු gap එකක් තියෙනවා. So definitely they are not sex with same plant. එකම පවුලේ එකම ගහේ male and female, they are not sex together. Sometimes they can one from here another plant, this female cross with another plant male. Okay, so that can happen. එහෙම නැත්නම් එකම plant එකේ that is avoided. Okay, right. Now other one is the self sterility. එකම මලේ they have female part in the male part. Okay, so එකම මලේ they have female part in the male part. So this is male, female and male. So what will happen? They are avoid. Okay, they can avoid again a same plant part to stigma of plant deposit in their same plant. So the fruit are fruits are not developed when the pollen are flowers or pollen of flower deposit on the stigma on same plant. Again, එකම plant එකේ stigma when they are deposit in here, they will not produce food or seeds. Okay, that is the mechanism in cross pollination. Okay, so that is a passion fruit. This is the passion fruit flower. So you can see when there is a tree in your home, passion flowers in your home, you can observe this mechanism. Then heterogamy. Okay, heterogamy means the position of the stamen and stigma flower distance. They have a distance. දුරක් තියෙනවා. එතකොට male part එක and female part, they have a gap in the same flower, but they have a gap. That means they avoid the self pollination. Okay, so here stigma and then the female part. So you can find out there is a large gap. Okay, so that is orchid flower. Other one is Catherine, or other one the Catherinuts. They have uh, this heterogamy option. Then other one have extros stamens. That means extros, the stigma is positioned straight while stamen are bent aside, or stamens are positioned straight while the stigma bend avoid. That means the male part bend over one direction, female part can be upward straight, or sometimes female part bend or male part can be straight forward. What is the example? Jasmine. Okay, that is the extra stamens. Then dichogamy. Okay, dichogamy, the stamen mature earlier. Okay, that means the male part mature in one season, female part mature in the another season in the same plant. Okay, that's why they produce their uh, avoid cross self pollination. So these all things you should know. You can go through our textbooks and uh, you can get the correct answers. So what is the correct answer for this? Who got the correct answers? Kian balan correct answer ka? Right, right. The position of stamen and stigma of flower at distance. Oh, that is good. I eka hari. Eka me adaptation එකක්. They are asking about the not adaptation. Huh? Okay. So then uh, androecium and gynostrium mature earlier. Oh, yes. One male part mature earlier. Okay, female part or the male part can mature earlier. So that is the another one. Okay. Then large amount of the pollens are produced in the anthem. Then bearing of pistillate flower and stimulate flower separately. That is also correct. So answer should be answer 3. And the large amount of pollen are produced in the anthem. That is wrong. Ne? So answer 3. Okay. Who got the correct answers? Please. Yes. Yes, you got right. Very good. Very good. Now, if you want, you can go through your textbooks. Think all the pictures also mentioned in your textbook. Right. Now, 16. Consider about following of the living cells. The cell wall is the common structure for all cells. Yo, what they are telling. All cells they have a cell wall. No, that is wrong because only plant cell only plant cell have cell wall. Plant cell have cell wall. Animal cell don't have cell wall. Okay, so A is wrong. So what they are asking true answer. So if there is an answer A, definitely that will be wrong. So definitely answer should be answer 2. Why? There is a other all answers they have A. Why? Cell is the common structure for all cells, not the all cell. Only plant cell have cell wall. Animal cell, animal cells don't have a cell wall. Okay, so A is wrong. However, okay, now we go through the answer B and C. All living beings are consist of with the cells. That correct. The cells theory they are describing these things. The cell is basic structure and functional unities of all living beings. Okay. So answer definitely B and C correct. So answer should be answer 2. All right. Who got the correct answers? Yes. Good. Very good. Yeah. Very good. Most of you got correct answers. Now I little bit put the cell theory here. So Scheider, Schwann, and the yes, Schreider, Scheider, Schwann, and the Radolf, they are introduced the cell theory. Then what are the points they are mentioned here? The structural and functional unit of the life is cell. Okay, the cell is the structural and functional unit. Then all organism made of one or more cells. That is the second theory. Uh, Second point they are mentioned in their theory. Then cell are new cells formed by the pre-existing cells. Okay, that means the new cells can form by pre-existing or previous cells. Okay, so these three you should memorize because sometimes they can ask in your essay question and the SCQ question. Write down 3 important point regarding three point mentioned in cell theory. Okay, so these are the cell theory concept. Okay. Now move on to the 17th questions. They are asking about zero point 0.5 kilogram object mass taken 5 seconds to fall to the ground from the top of the building vertical line. Okay, there's a top of the building. So I have to draw a building here. Okay, this is my building. Okay, these are the windows. Neither. Okay, this is my building. Okay, so there in top of that there is a object. Okay, I will take this object. This is my object. So initially the object should be in the top. What is the velocity? Initially, what is their velocity? Initially they are in the rest ne. උඩින් නම් වැටෙන්නේ rest එකෙන්. So initial velocity should be 0. 0 ms minus 1. Then finally, what is their velocity they are taking here? Achieve here. That we can predict by seeing the time period. Then gravitational acceleration towards the gravity, they have gravitational acceleration. They are given here. So what is the gravitational acceleration? 10. Okay. So they are given here 10 ms minus 2. That means every 1 second they increase their velocity by 10. Okay. That means if they are 1 second more, they got 10 ms minus 1. Then if they go another 1 second, they will get another 10 plus 10. Okay, previously 10, now get 10. So finally 20. So if they are get 3 seconds, what can happen? 1 second after 10, 2 seconds after 20, then 3 seconds after 20 plus 10. That means 30. So this object have 5 second motion. That means after 5 seconds, they should have this. After 4 seconds, they have 30 plus 10. That means 40. Then after another 1 second, they should have, finally the object should have 40 plus 10. That means 50 ms minus 1. Okay. So finally they should have 50 ms minus 1. Yes. Yeah, I will try to send the recording also. Okay, okay. Right. Okay, 50 ms minus 1. So initial velocity 0, final velocity is 50 after 5 seconds. Now you can find out what they are asking here. Velocity when it reaches the ground. So 50, right? So answer should be third answer. Okay, every 1 second they increase their velocity by 10. Okay, so 10 by 10, they move 5 seconds. Can you hear me? Okay, dear students, can you hear me? Yes, okay. There is a power cut, so my video should be not available. So, okay, I couldn't turn on the video. Right, okay, okay. Let's discuss theory. So here, 15 ms minus 1, then final velocity will be 50. Okay, then we go for the next part. Uh, they're asking what is the height of the building. So what is the height of the building? The height is the displacement. Height equal to displacement. Displacement. So how can we calculate the displacement? How can we calculate the displacement? So displacement can be calculated by this equation, this formula. Displacement equal mean velocity multiplied by time. So I captured these things from your textbook. So they are mentioned here. The mean displacement is equal main velocity multiplied by time. So how can we find out mean velocity? Initial velocity plus final velocity divided by time. Okay, that means mean velocity, right? So this should divided by 2, ne? So okay. So how much here? Mean velocity 0 plus 50 and divided by 2 and multiple by 5. How much here? 50, that means 25 multiplied by 5, that means 125 meters. So displacement should be 125 meter, or the height of the building should be 125. Okay, who got the correct answers? Yeah. Most of you got the correct answers. Okay, very good. Now we move on to the next question. Uh, right. They are asking about the below test setup. Test how the metal react with the uh, acid. So before going this practical, I would like to go for the activity in your textbook. So activity 16.6. So go through. You can go through that. Then their requirement, they are taking 100 milliliter of diluted hydrochloric, that means HCl solution, and identical test tubes, then metal, aluminium, copper, zinc, magnesium, and the ferrous. Then they are add 100 milliliter diluted hydrochloric, that means the HCl solution each test tube. Then a few pieces of metal, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, copper, iron separately. Okay. Then they observe. This is the observation. What is the observation? Before going the observation, I will draw a few test tube. Okay. Okay. I will draw a few test tube here. Okay. So this is one test tube. So I need few. So I will take a copy of them. Okay. I need few. So I will take copies because I don't have time to uh, draw. Right. So this is, so you have to fill this all test tube with HCl. So I fill HCl 100 milliliter for all, right? Then what happens? 100 milliliters for all, right? Then these all have 100 milliliter of HCl. Then you add few aluminium piece here, then copper piece here, zinc piece here, then magnesium piece here. So what they are observation is gas bubble evolve faster from the test tube containing magnesium, aluminium, and zinc. Uh, Aluminium, they will remove gas bubbles we can see. So zinc, we can see gas bubble removing. So gas bubble in the magnesium also, but the copper, but literally slow from the test tube contain iron. Iron I missed here, ne? So if there is an iron tube, it is little slow, but no gases bubble are set from the test tube containing copper, right? So test tube containing copper, they have no bubble gases, no gas bubbles. Okay, so this is the observation by this activity. So now we move on to the question what they are asking about here. Question number one: a gas bubble evolved from the test tube A. What is the contained in test tube A? Test tube A, they have clear magnesium. Test tube B, they have copper. All them have HCl. So easy here. Gas bubble present here, no gas bubble. Okay. Okay. Gas bubble evolve A. Gas bubble not evolve from the B. Yes, that is the correct one. Right. Who got the correct answers? Yes, students who got the correct answers. Yes, yes, yes. You got the correct answers. So, right now we can go for the speed evolving gas bubble is in the test tube A higher than the volume from the no. They are clearly mentioned no. The no gas bubble are set free from the test tube containing copper. They are clearly mentioned in your textbook. So we have to go for uh, question number answer number one because they are used the diluted hydrochloric. If you are at concentrated hydrochloric, you can see some air bubble, but they are used the diluted one, no? So we can't observe some air bubbles. Okay, right. So we can move on to the next part. Last questions of MCQs. Okay, now instance where can be applied the gene technology. Gene technology mean lamai. So this is the very important scientific inventions now we have a DNA, RNA. So the part of DNA and RNA take and they change their DNA and RNA frequencies. Then they are produce some another products. So what are the technology they are used here field? One is the food and agriculture field. They are using this gene technology in food and agriculture. So example plant, animal, so better quality products they are using this DNA technology, recombinant DNA technology. So number one example, uh, weedicide resistant crops that mean the resistant to the some bacterium they are forming some plant. Then pest resistant crops that mean the gene obtained from the soil bacterium. So this is the answer we should consider. A rice enriched with the vitamin A. That means the golden rice, A gene produce vitamin A. So carrot is obtained and inserted in the paddy. So they take some gene from the carrot and they are obtained into that paddy, that means the rice. Then we can produce golden rice. So other things. So the producing rice with large amount of vitamin A. So this is the good answer for this question. Okay. So where instance where apply the gene technology. So another field also they are using industrial field. They produce some enzyme and amylase, production some ammonium, amino acids, then vitamins. They produce some artificial vitamins, so like vitamin B12, vitamin E. So we have some available now injection vitamin B12 injections for patients who need vitamins. We can introduce them vitamin. Okay, by injection. So these also are produced in the using this gene technology. Then other one is the medical field. Medical field we have so many things. So insulin we are producing by the this DNA technology by using this E. coli bacteria. So then protein growth hormones, then other development bacteria, fungi, antibiotics we are producing. There's so many things you can go through and you can read these all things included in your textbook and go and read those things. So correct answer is answer 4. Right. Up to now we all discuss all um, 20 MCQs. Who got 20 out of 20? Please raise your hand if you got 20 out of 20. Oh my God, no one. Okay, don't worry. Uh, we can improve your marks by day. Who got 20 out of 90? Who got 20 out of 90? Yes, very good. Fatima Zahla, she got 20 out of 90 out of 20. Neither. Right? Who got 80? 80. Yes, very good. Two people. Neither. Wazila, Yes, Lakesha, neither. Lakisha. Okay. Lakesha, very good. Then others who got 70. There's so many people, right? Shafa and yes, good. Kinal, then very good. Who got 16? Right. Good. Who got more than 10? I think all of you got more than 10. Eh? Yes, very good. Very good. Okay. Now, very good. Now, I will end this session because there's a power cut, Lamai. So, I could continue this through with my battery backup. So, we will discuss these two SCQ question in another day in the next class. I will inform the other classes schedules in your group. So, uh, please be ready with your answers. And if you want to join continuously, so you should register in our classes, and we will send the papers to your home, so you can get the papers earlier before the classes. So be ready with that. If you want to join, you can put the message and you can register to our classes. Then we will meet in next time. So I will please share if this time is good or whatever the you have problem. You can share with me. So we will see in next class. So thank you so much for your joining, and we'll be seeing in next class. Okay, goodbye. Have a nice day.